Hey guys, me Riley again. I just wanted to start off the video with a little bit of news. I got a new lightsaber. It's super neat. I enjoy it a whole lot. And it's very, very cool. I got this from Saber Forge, and it is with sound and a purple blade. And it is super neat. So, without further ado, I should probably get into the video. So, we're going to get back to the game. And last time, we were looking for some new clothing because we currently didn't have any. So, let's get back into it. I'm going to try and make these videos a little bit shorter than I have been. Probably about 20 to 25 minute long episodes instead of the 40 plus that it's been. And I just realized that I need to turn down the sound a little bit because it's actually a little overpowering. Turn down the music volume a little bit more. Okay. Let's see here. Was there a door control in here? I can't remember. I don't think there was. So let's try in this room.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
This must be the room that had all the droids.
Sense them. Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Okay. So let's jump into it. Let's take out some droids.
Ah, you hear it. It is faint, but it is there. It is the Force you feel. It has not been so long for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it is coming from across a great distance. Yes.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Okay. Let's see if there's any clothing in here. I can level up. Okay, so you have been granted the following feats. this level. Force sensitive and unarmed specialist. Neat. Okey-doke. Let's work on maybe some security. Would be nice. Treat injury is definitely good. And I think that's all that we have. Okay. Do powers. Okay, so remember we're trying to do a Sith character, so we'll need to go with dark side powers. Drain force. Force scream. Mind trick, that's universal. That's universal. Force push is universal. Shock is definitely a dark side, and right now that wouldn't be a bad idea to have because of all the droids. So let's go ahead with the shock for this level, and then hopefully around level 9 that would be a very good skill to have with force power. That would also be a pretty decent one because I know we'll be going up against a bunch of force users eventually. So that would be a very good skill, Drain Force, where the target opponent loses 10 force points or half that amount if they make a will save. So, okey-doke. Let's get back into it. Broken items. Got some ion grenades. That'll be good for that stuff. Stealth field generator, med pack, and ion grenades. Okay, let's keep going. Eventually we'll fight some things. Oh, let's use a shock. Awesome. Okie doke, let's keep going. Let's throw an ion grenade over there. Very well. Let's not use up all of our ion grenades or our force abilities right off the bat. That's very good. Let's keep going. Oh, there was another one I just missed. Over there. There we go. Okay, let's have to switch. That was all of the droids in the area. I think there's some containers in here. Med packs. It's all good. Apparently, I just deactivated all of the aggressive droids. They're not aggressive anymore. So, let's go take a look around. I know that the door to the holding cells, that is deactivated now. And that is locked. So guys, if you could be any kind of Star Wars species,
Emergency lockdown.
what would you be?
Terminal lifts have been sealed to continue.
I personally think that I'd probably be a Zabrak, maybe, because I've played some Star Wars Saga D&D kind of games, and I've always thought that I most what I had in common with most was probably Zabrak, because I kind of think that the human species is kind of bland. I mean, why be a human when you could be other things? And I've always enjoyed Darth.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
I've always thought that the Darth Maul species, which is the Zabrak, were always interesting. So I think I'd probably be a Zabrak.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here?
And because we are going for a dark side character, I'm going to go with the worst possible conversation parts, so that I can try to get more of the dark side points and become more evil.
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better.
There's a bounty on captured Jedi? Why?
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
Not many Jedi left. What happened to them?
The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
I had heard rumors of a war, but a war between Jedi? The stories I heard were of the Sith, not the Jedi. Was it caused by the Mandalorian Wars? Let's do, was it caused by the Mandalorian
Yeah,
Wars?
Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
What happened between Revan and Malak?
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
The rumors I heard said Revan defeated Malak, then went to Korriban to unite the Sith against the Republic.
Oh, there was some big civil war on Korriban. Knocked that academy to the ground. Looks like Revan's grand crusade finally consumed her.
Her? Could have swore Revan was a male. Yeah. How long have you been in a cage? Revan was a man, not a woman.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Enough history, let me ask you something else.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
Stop playing dumb. You must have seen what took place.
From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Persuade.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
I'll switch off the cage, but if you try to run, I'll cut you down without a second thought.
Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console.
Just stay ahead of me and don't make any sudden moves.
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown, and... Hey!
If I hear any more bad news, I'm going to get violent.
This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
There must be some way to end the lockdown from here.
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us.
Let's see if we can try to reach anyone on the comm.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
Dormitory, there's no response. Hangar Bay. As you access Hangar Bay 25, there is a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there's a utility droid on the other end. Can you read me? Or is anyone there? Answer me. Do the diagnostics, then follow my instructions. I need another route off this level now. There must be emergency hatches. Try to find one. Don't question my orders, just follow them. Okay. Now then, we are T3 and 4. Sonic grenade, that's decent. Some components and chemicals. Let's take all of those items. Let's bash open the door. Oh, I'll need explosives. Let's see if we can't find any mines or anything. Oh. There we go. Minor sonic detonator. Before we go down there, let's try to open up all of this area. And there is our Ebon Hawk. I believe they probably did some repairs on it too, so let's see. There's some containers up here. Repair kit. I see some droids over in that room. Actually, yeah, I believe that's where HK is over in that area. Several parts have been removed from the console, and a laser drill has been used on a number of subsystems. I have parts. I don't have any parts. Let's go down here and see if we can't salvage something from this broken droid. Let's repair kits. Okay. Let's go down here and see if we can't find some parts, and then we'll go up and try to repair that console. What is your guys' favorite kind of lightsaber? You could even go into like the extended universe to figure out what kind of lightsaber you enjoy. I know personally, my favorite kind of lightsaber is I really enjoy the light whip. It's a very interesting concept. I know in the non-canon anymore, the extended universe, the EU, there was an enemy of Luke who she used a light whip, and she was able to defeat Luke Skywalker a few times because he didn't know how to handle it. He ended up actually having to make a new lightsaber called a Shoto, which is like a shorter lightsaber. And ironically, actually, that saber was red. So I just kind of thought that was always really interesting that she was able to have a lightsaber that would potentially beat Luke Skywalker if he didn't have an extra lightsaber. Okay, we've got company. And when we come back, we will deal with that. So, until next time, I will see you guys next time.